Welcome. In front of me is a KODAK K12, and today I will show you how you can record screen on this tablet. So, to get started, you'll want to swipe down from the top of your screen, and this will bring down your toggles and notifications, and we're looking for the screen recorder, which should be visible somewhere here. Now there's multiple pages, so let's swipe to the left. And you can see it's right here for me. Now, if you don't see this toggle anywhere in any of the pages, you can click right here on this pencil. And this will take you to the editing mode where you can scroll down, and anything right here will be a toggle that you can actually add additionally to the ones that already we could see. So you hold one of them, and you can see that text right here changes, and when you drag it over above that text, it gets added. And now it would be visible for me. You can see right here. Anyway, once you see the screen recorder, you can just simply tap on it. There is not much in terms of settings right here, so you can hold it to see what do we have. Okay, never mind, we don't have any settings right here, so we can just tap on it. Now in here we have the option to record either the screen, entire screen, or single application under this drop down menu. I'm going to choose entire, as it gives you additional option to also record a touch input wherever your finger is pressing the display. I'll enable this just so you can see how that looks like. From here, we're going to select start recording, and this begins a 3-second countdown, and then when a notification, or no notification I guess, will begin recording. So whatever you'll do right now will be recorded by this device, and holy crap, it's having a problem with recording. Okay. So anyway, you can just open up some kind of applications right here. Let's see if we have something like Netflix. Nope, no Netflix here. Anyway, once you're done recording, you can pull down your notifications again, and you will see a notification right here that is in regards to the screen recorder. And just click on the stop right here. This will save the screen recording to your Photos application. You can open it up. I don't want to back it up, piss off. No. Okay, now when you open up your Photos application, you will need to navigate to Collections right here. And in Collections, we're looking for, let's see, screenshots. Nope. Videos. Nope. Okay. It's definitely not camera. Yep. Oh wait, it's right here. So it's under movies. Not sure why I didn't recognize this the first time. So it's under movies right here, and you can see here's the screen recording playing back right now. And when you see the dot, there we go, this one that is barely visible, like right there. So that's where my finger is pressing the display. So you can see it briefly kind of like swiping over. It's pretty quick. Probably should have done this a little bit better, but it's visible. So anyway, that's the screen recording. Now I do want to point out one thing that you might experience. You won't be able to record every single application. There are applications that will use that will disable screen pinning in it, which basically prevents the screen recorder from basically being able to record that application. And in general, this is designed on Android devices as a way to protect the privacy and security of the user. And to give you an example where that is useful, it would be a bank application. When you're putting in your PIN, and you can imagine you would have a malware that would use the same kind of feature as screen recording, but to see what your PIN is that you're typing in to basically gain access to your bank, you can imagine how that would be a vulnerability. So bank applications obviously block that, and no kind of third-party nor first-party application can even see the screen. Now, where it's primarily being used, this feature is in bullshit applications like Spotify, Netflix, and any other garbage streaming platform that basically wants your money and tries to prevent you from piracy, which is kind of ironic considering most of these applications started from piracy. Rules for thee, but not for me. So rules for thee, but also for you. If you want to watch TV shows and listen to music and all that jazz for free, I can recommend using something like, for instance, when it comes down to TV shows and stuff like that, CloudStream. Whoops, not that. CloudStream, you can see it right here, and that will allow you to watch basically movies, TV shows, as long as you have a repository. You can find it on GitHub. Might not work perfectly, but at least it's free and allows you to record it if you want to. Another thing is revents YouTube and all that crap. That basically substitutes YouTube and YouTube Music for music listening. So that's a fantastic alternative. Also free and no ads, and you can play in background. So anyway, I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.